What is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Fish. I am back at one of my favorite lakes. This is Lake Cachuma. I've not been here in about a month, only because it's just a little further away from my house than these other lakes are. But I am back here because this is just an incredible lake. You can catch them on everything here. And I am here. It's a nice overcast day, specifically why I chose this lake. It's overcast, which means you can usually catch them on anything you want to throw, especially the reaction stuff, which is just a lot of fun. I'm also here to check and see what's up with the shad, if the shad are up shallow, if the bass are feeding on shad patterns, things like that. So anyway, I'm gonna start throwing. I cannot wait. I'll see you in a minute. All right, so first up is the old jerkbait. Now, I could not get my hands on any Lucky Craft, which are my favorite, the pointers, but I got me a Rapala here, so hopefully be able to get on some fish. And if it doesn't work, then I'll be switching to the Square Bill, because when the Square Bill bite is going off here, whew, forget about it. I will be here. There's my first jerkbait fish. Come on, dude, really? This guy jerked it. Usually when you feel a big smack, it's almost always a little fish. They're just super aggressive. Water's warm, fish are warm. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I am not in the mood to catch a bunch of dinks all day. I got you, buddy. All right, so the thing about this lake right now, the conditions, overcast, it's warm water, northern bass, so they're very aggressive, is you got to find them. You just keep moving. I tried this spot because it was very productive before, and it's just a great spot to post up and just fish. But I'm only getting little bites, and I think I've got 4 or 5 already, but it's just not what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna keep moving, maybe switch to the other side where I know there's some drop-offs, or hit these sort of deeper points behind me. So I gotta find some bigger fish here, and a more consistent bite. Oh, there's one. Look at this. All right, not a bad fish. Well, it doesn't seem bad because the water's warm and they're fired up. Off this point here. Ooh, I feel like he's stuck on something. Stuck. There he goes. All right, thought he was stuck. All right, buddy. I'm trying. Not a bad fish. Gotta be a little guy. All right, little jig fish. I may work this a few different ways. I'll start with a jerkbait, see if I can't get a nice jerk bite off this point, and then maybe I'll try the opposite direction in case they are deeper, and then maybe I'll throw the jig. Oh, there's one. There we go. Whoops. Of course I turned it off. A little smallie, I turned the camera off instead of turning it on. So I just tried deeper on this point. So I just tried deeper on this point and brought it in. I was able to get that smallie. So the other cool thing about this lake is, aside from being able to catch them on literally everything, there's so many productive spots. You know, I've spent entire days in one cove because I'm just catching fish all day, and there's just so many great spots. So the key is if you're not catching fish at Kachuma, move to another spot, look for those feeding fish because they are in here. All right. I feel you, buddy. Thanks, little dude. All right, bud. There's one. Got to get him up quick. Not a bad one. Not a bad one. So much fun. So the jig I've been throwing, it is this football jig, natural color with a Googan Squad Crackin Craw on it, the little 3-incher, or maybe it's a PB and jelly color jig. Anyway, I like the natural colors for this lake. Sometimes a little red in there is nice, but it seems to be working pretty well. So now I know there might be a lot of trees over here, but now that I found some fish with the jerkbait, maybe I can go deeper and get my hands on a bigger fish. We will see. A lot of trees though, so I may just get frustrated instead. So the key to the jerkbait, like I said, is finding deep water, clean water, windswept water, and trees. So this should be a good spot. I would be surprised if I did not get a fish in here. So I'll kind of drift this little area. And if it doesn't work, I will hit this point with the jig. Maybe I don't really want to do a drop shot. I may just throw the jig around that point. Guaranteed there are some big fish on that point. Now, it might not be close enough to the sticks. You want to get over the sticks and through this. Oh, there's one. There we go. I watched him eat it. He came out and snatched it. Smaller? No. Look at this guy. Look at this dude. I got you. Right off this little point, like I said. Not a bad fish. I watched him eat it. I was just about to say, before I was so rudely interrupted, that I was hoping that off these points here, there was at least a few fish. It typically is. Got one on the jig as soon as I threw it in. Not quite the big one I was hoping for, but he's not bad. It's kind of chunkier. And got one on the Senko. Look at that, buddy chasing him, trying to eat the same lure. Look at this. There's like 5 fish down there. God, dog. Big old school. Big old school. Thanks, buddy. Oh, my drag keeps slipping. God, if I get a big fish, man, I am screwed. All right, quick release. Another chunky one. Not the biggest, but not bad. Thanks, buddy. Deep off this point here, strong. Look at that. Not too bad. Guy. Not too bad. Heavy little, maybe 2 pounds.